Aloha Representative Fale and members of our community. My name is Josh Onoma from Hauula. Representative Fale, you talked about the single greatest issue in Hawaii in our special session. I'm not going to spend any more time on that. Bill 47 is the single greatest issue facing Ko'olau law. And earlier, you just said that you never took the time to read that.
No, that plan, the one that she raised.
That's
the one that she
that's
raised.
the Sustainable Communities Plan.
Yeah.
So you're saying?
I am familiar with Bill 47. I just haven't read that
Ko'olau law,
Sustainable Communities
Plan is also known as Bill 47, Representative Fale. That will impact every single of your constituents, and you said that you have not read it. That's a very big concern of mine, and something that, because the reason why you should read it, not only because you're a member of Ko'olau law, but because it asks to rezone state district agricultural land. And it's a very big concern of mine that you have not taken the time to read that. Please explain why you haven't read it.
Here, there's within the issues that we deal with, okay? I have as my priorities, these are priorities that I've set, are the 80,000 children in poverty we have in the state of Hawaii, economic opportunity for young and upcoming families, and the taxation of pensions and retirement, okay, for senior citizens, okay? Those are the three things that I've said. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to address all these things, and even if I did read it, being a state representative, I have no influence over what the city does. Just like what the city does has zero influence over what we do in the state legislature. And here, let me say this. It is a very important issue. I am becoming familiar with the issue. It's something that's been ongoing. I am not familiar with all the details of what was discussed. I'm familiar with the broader ideas relating to it. But like again I said, we have spent an enormous amount of time. We barely got out of session.
Only have 2 minutes.
Thank you, sir. Your 2 minutes are up.
He took his 2 minutes.
Yeah. Can somebody? He took
Are
the
you?
2 minutes.
He took his 5.
Ms. Dawn wants to give her 2 minutes.
Hold on a second.
I think the question that the gentleman asked was a state issue, and as a state representative, he was asking Fale to weigh in on the importance of preserving state-zoned agricultural land from development. Did I get that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, okay.
Well, my first question, and that was a follow-up, thank you, ma'am, was why didn't you take the time, and why isn't this a priority, since it is the single greatest issue that Ko'olau law has faced for a very long time. I'm only 31 years old, so I'll go as far as say 30 years. Uncle Creighton's over there have been fighting it for many generations. Why haven't you taken the time to? Well, I'm sorry, you were the chair of the board.
When it comes to, you're right. When it was an issue with the board, I did address it. We did work on it, and it has since changed, right? This version of the plan has come out. When did this version of the plan come out?
December 2012.
No, when did these changes to the plan take place?
2011.
And then this is
The PAC community proposal.
No, it got voted on. It just got voted on. It got voted on in was it December?
It was posted.
It was never been-
December 2012.
Okay, let's get this back under control. Your 2 minutes are done, sir. You
Okay.
have a few seconds to wrap it up.
Okay. When it comes to the protection of agricultural lands, that is an issue that we are currently working on. We have designated, there are important agricultural lands that have been designated in the state of Hawaii. And returning agricultural production levels to where they should be, where we're reaching a level of sustainability with the state of Hawaii, is a high priority. So in those regards, as a state issue, and that's very important that you actually raise that, because the Act 113, which was brought up to address a number of the problems that we have in regards to agricultural production in the state of Hawaii, the city does not have a Department of Agriculture to address those issues. So we have actually been working with the city to allow agricultural producers a greater access, greater freedom with the production on ag lands. Because this is essentially the problem that we have with agriculture. The day that you are able to send a kid to college on a small farmer's income is the day that you save ag in the state of Hawaii. So we have economic viability issues that are very serious with the state. Now, as an agricultural issue with the state of Hawaii, working with the Department of Agriculture, that is a top priority. And Act 113, which has a technical flaw in it that loops the process around, it was supposed to go above the head of the cities to allow farmers to bring in agricultural produce that they can sell on their actual farms. Because, I know this is kind of getting a little boring and technical.
It is, I don't know that you've answered the question. Okay, another question for the
But he just
representative.
said, I mean, she said the question was about agricultural
sorry,
land.
time is
He
up.
just said,
About the preservation of this piece of state ag land, how do you feel about
Why
it?
haven't you read it? Why haven't you read this? That's all I'm asking. Why haven't you taken the time to read it when it concerns every single member here?